Hi, my name is Stephanie Lee, and I'm the founder and executive director of URE.
I'm Celeste Stagg, and I'm the director of Living Room Sessions.
And we are so excited to tell you more about Living Room Sessions. It's really one of our very favorite things. UR started as an annual women's conference, and as we gathered with so many different women from different backgrounds, different cities, different denominations, in large rooms and in large groups, we began to wonder, what might God do in an unhurried space in the living room with women who love God and really are serving Him at all different places in their lives? And really, we lived so much life and experienced God on our own in small groups, in living rooms with friends and different people that we were getting to know in so many intentional ways. So Living Room Sessions was born in 2017.
Living Room Sessions is a weekend retreat for women that are actively pursuing Jesus and serving in their communities, homes, churches, and workplaces. Throughout the weekend, there's incredible teaching, amazing food, guided prayer time, worship, and time for you to come and receive.
Our hope for the weekend is that women who are steadily pouring themselves out in the trenches, leading, serving, giving themselves away for the gospel, that they would come and receive the extravagant love of God for themselves. Before we share more on how to apply, we would love for you to hear from our friend Catherine and her experience at Living Room Sessions.
My name's Catherine, and I am a wife. I have 3 kids. I've been back in Bryan College Station for 11 years. I was here as a student and then left for a while and came back and started my family here. I'd heard of the ministry of UR Inc. for several years before my family experienced anything directly related with it. And when I went to the conference, I felt like every year when I went, God was softening a little bit more of me to what He had to speak to me. I went into the prayer room for the first time, and that was a completely just sacred experience. So I shared with my friend after the conference, man, I'm really glad you encouraged me to do that. It was amazing. And she said, well, you just need to go to Living Room Sessions now. This progression. And so I decided to apply to go to Living Room Sessions and did that just a few weeks ago. And I was probably equal parts nervous and excited, as I think probably most of the women were when you're entering into a space like that. I've shared with my husband and close friends that it was one of the most impactful weekends of my entire life. From the beginning, I felt very personally seen, and I felt like I heard His voice in fresh ways that I didn't even realize I was hungry for until I was receiving it, and just really felt this just abundant overflow of love over me as His daughter. And God just used all these women as His mouthpiece to over and over and over and over again throughout the weekends just continue to say, I see you, I love you, there is more of me for you. I've never asked for too much. There were just several moments when I truly felt as if it was the Lord like whispering these things into my ears. And I think that just the constancy of that, it wasn't just one experience that I could go home and tell my husband or tell a friend about. It was constantly just this rolling wave that continued to wash over from the moment that I arrived until I left. And I think even the ways that He continued that, you can go to something like that and have some anxiety or some fear about what's going to happen when you leave this sacred place. Is it this experience that's isolated to a location or isolated to the group of people you're with? But He has been so kind to just continue to reinforce these messages of just abundance and love over me since I've gotten home. And I truly feel, I've said this to several friends, that short of my salvation, this has been one of the most impactful ways for me to recognize God's care for me, which is going to empower me to extend true care to other people differently than I was before.
Similar to Catherine's story, we have seen God do abundantly more than we could ever imagine at Living Room Sessions, and we would love for you to apply. These weekends are intentionally small, and so we do have an application process. You can apply at urconference.com/livingroom.
We really hope you apply. Throughout the year, we host multiple different sessions, and so we're confident that you can find a date that would work for you. We really believe that God loves to pour Himself out in intentional ways in that space, and we really hope to share a living room with you soon.